Hello, friend. What a pleasant surprise to feel your distant presence in the cupboard, which you are welcome to, the quiz one, to be specific. I'm John, and I've once again done my homework in the form of preparing 20 trivia questions for you. We've technically got 2 new rounds this week, although they're both very easily explained, and one is just a slight rejig of an existing format. I hope you're completely enthralled by this intro, despite its content, because I'd like us both to take that positive energy into round 1, which is called the Beep Test. You're about to hear snippets from 5 TV theme songs with one word beeped out. All I need from you is the missing word, please. It really is that simple. In fact, this probably would have been the shortest explanation of a round I've ever done if I hadn't added this sentence on the end. Here's question 1.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salads and eggs. Quite stylish.
That was it. Get it? So I just need the word that was beeped out by that obnoxious beeping sound partway through. Not the name of the show. I mean, that one was Frasier, wasn't it? And actually, it's given away in some of the questions here. So 2 points if you can give me the word that was beeped out. Here's question 2.
Neighbors, be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Slightly extended cut of that one, just because it's a classic. So neighbours, what is the missing word there? Question 3, this one.
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and is he?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
So you may have gathered that that was about SpongeBob SquarePants. Absorbent and yellow, and what is he? Question 4.
He's always on the scene. Fireman Sam. His engine's bright and clean. Fireman Sam, you cannot ignore. Sam is the next door.
There's a bit of a retro feel to this round, isn't there? But I think the TV theme song with words is a bit of a retro concept, isn't it? Anyway, here is question 5.
And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a...
The word is sung with a longer note than that, but I'll save all of our collective ears by just ending the beep there. That's the last word of the song anyway. Right, tell me, so Golden Girls there, yeah. Tell me the missing word from all of those, and I'll see you for round 2. Anything but is this round, and it's the round where you have the luxury of choice. Each question has multiple correct answers, and I just need one off of you for you to get the points. There's no extra reward if you can complete the set, but who knows, maybe you're the sort of deviant who just likes that kind of challenge. Either way, I'll list all the possible answers towards the end of the episode. First, though, the questions. Number 1 of which is, name any French regnal name from 1000 AD up to the French Revolution, except Louis. So, Louis XVI, the last Louis, came to a rather choppy end in 1792. What other names did French kings take except Louis in the period specified, the year 1000 AD up to 1789/1792, Louis XVI. There are 6 other names that French kings took as their regnal name. I don't need a number or anything like that, just the name itself. Question 2 then is, name any emirate of the United Arab Emirates except Dubai. There are 7 in total, so there are 6 other emirates in the United Arab Emirates. Some of them arguably lesser visited than Dubai, but still undeniably Emirates. Question 3, name any K-pop artist with a Billboard Top 40 hit, except BTS. The BTS have 6 number one hits on the Billboard charts in America as of May 2023, and they've got a lot of other charting songs as well. They're a bit of a smash from South Korea there. 7 other artists from South Korea have had top 20 hits in the US charts as a lead or a featured artist. Can you tell me any one of those, please? Solo artists or groups acceptable. Question 4. Name any of the 7 SI base units except the meter. So the meter, you may or may not have heard, is the measure of length in the International System of Units, or SI. There are 6 other base units used in that system of units. Can you tell me any of those, please? And question 5 is the last one in anything but. Name any team to be champions of English football 3 years in a row except Manchester City, who just achieved what some people, not me, might call a three-peat after winning their 3rd Premier League title in succession. Pending possible sanctions for financial irregularities, 4 other teams have done that since the Football League started in 1888. Name any one of them, please. There's your 5 for round 2. Round 3, soon.
All you have to do is close your mouth and go home. And those are the best odds you're going to see for a while. I'd take them.
Round 3 is the second and last of the aforementioned new rounds, round 1 having been the first of those. It's called Bad Reads. Now, if you know my tourism round, Too Foggy Couldn't See, you'll already be familiar with the concept. It's all about 1-star reviews of popular things. In this case, classic novels. I've gone into the depths of multiple websites that accept public reviews and found some of the most biting criticisms to rock the pedestals of literary titans. They're going to be read by a David Attenborough replicant, just because he's got such a great voice, and I'd like the names of the novels, please, starting with this one.
Nothing happens. I admit I am not American, and I have no interest in America's rich people suffering through the Depression, so perhaps that hasn't helped. But my God, F. Scott, please try to find a plot.
Poetry. I mean, it does actually rhyme, that last bit. My God, F. Scott, please try to find a plot. Perfect. Great reviewing. So yes, just the name of the novel for 2 points, please. Here's number 2.
People who think this book has depth must be like the protagonist, imagining things. The book has no moral. It teaches us nothing of use except that books of chivalry are silly. I think Cervantes could have pulled it off with a short story instead of torturing generations of students for hundreds of pages.
I like this Attenborough voice. I'm pretty confident it's clear enough for you to get the meaning on the first try, so no need for unnecessary repeats. Here's number 3.
I just can't care about a book where I actually hate the characters. And, sure, I get the interpretation that as terrible as Heathcliff and Cathy are, it's their love that redeems them, and isn't that romantic? No.
Isn't that romantic? No. Tell me the name. Again, you've got some names of characters there. I don't need the name of the author, just the book for each one. Here's number 4.
This book was completely different to my expectations in a bad way. What I expected was a slightly twisted love story. What I got instead was Gothic architecture.
Oh dear. Sometimes the film can give you an unrealistic expectation for the book, can't it? Bit of a tricky one there. Question 5, though, I think you'll definitely get.
What's that? A bitter social commentary thinly veiled by an outlandishly stupefying travelogue. Genius. You've done it again, Swift. How many ridiculously named lands of odd-sized people can we possibly visit? Keep reading to find out.
Okay, so David Attenborough did struggle with a couple of words in that, so I'll read it out again. Here it goes. What's that? A bitter social commentary thinly veiled by an outlandishly stupefying travelogue? Genius. You've done it again, Swift. How many ridiculously named lands of oddly sized people can we possibly visit? Keep reading to find out. And scene. So I love it when someone gets angry at a book like that. Tell me the name of those 5 novels, and there's another round.
Wait a minute. Disappointed! Disappointed! Disappointed!
This isn't my world.
And it's last in line. It's 5 lists that have content but not context. And instead of the last item on each list, I'll alluringly whisper the word what. tacitly imploring you to name what that final thing should be, having already expertly sussed the link. So here's list number 1. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Munich, Lincoln, West Side Story, what? Shall I do it again? All right, really quick. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Munich, Lincoln, West Side Story, what? Something particular links all of those specific things. Tell me what the last one is, please. Question 2 is Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Korea, Sri Lanka, what? And once again, this is question 2. Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Korea, Sri Lanka, what? Question number 3. WeChat, Messenger, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, what? Here's the list again. WeChat, Messenger, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, what? Question 4. It's a short one. Spice, Spice World, what? Once again, Spice, Spice World, then what? And lastly, jump to the left, step to the right. With your hands on your hips, bring your knees in tight. Pelvic thrust times 5. Hip swivel, what? Either you've got that immediately or it's very confusing to you. Jump to the left, step to the right. With your hands on your hips, bring your knees in tight. Pelvic thrust times 5. Hip swivel, what? This doubles up as a question for the last in line round and also some instructions for what you can do on the bus to entertain yourself. Okay, the question sheet runneth dry, but the answer sheet is bountiful. Can I interest you in more quiz? Oh, good. Well, happily, more can be found on the Quiz Cupboard Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/quizcupboard, you'll hear exclusive episodes for subscribers only in exchange for a small monetary sum that helps keep the cupboard light on. You can also get your name in the show notes, like the people you can see if you look at the description of this episode, or you can choose to remain anonymous, skulking in the shadows of the Opera House while the show goes on under your voracious gaze. Whatever your choice, really. The answers. Round 1 was the beep test, if you can remember that far back. 5 TV theme tunes with a sudden beep replacing one word. Let's hear what they sound like without the beep. Question 1 then.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. Quite stylish.
So it turns out the type of eggs Kelsey Grammer was singing about there were scrambled eggs. So the word was scrambled. If you said that, award yourself 2 points, please. Here's the unbeeped question 2.
Neighbors should be there for one another.
Yeah, the classic Australian soap opera Neighbours. Replaced the word should be there for one another, because I thought, well, it could be must, it could be will, it could be a few things, so you've got to remember the right answer there. Hopefully you did. Should the answer there for 2 points. Let's get back to SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Okay, absorbent and yellow and porous. Porous like a sponge. So that's the answer, porous. Question 4.
Fireman Sam, you cannot ignore. Sam is the hero next door.
I mean, I won't lie, it made me chuckle making this round because a beep so often replaces a rude word, a curse, a swear word. But Fireman Sam is the hero next door. It turns out it's a nice word that was replacing hero for 2 points. And the last one.
You would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Yes, it's a rather long friend. Thank you for being a friend. The theme to the Golden Girls there, version by Cynthia Fee. acting as the theme tune for that show. So Friend, we had Scrambled, Should, Porous, Hero, and Friend. They were our 5 answers for